Bass player.
I sing and play guitar, a bit of percussion.
Wicked. And you're missing two. Is it 2 members or 1 more member?
3 actually.
It's a 3-peat.
We've had a new addition. We used to play the drums, me and the other singer, but now we've got a drummer in as well. So.
Okay, wicked.
Yeah.
Jakob Schmiedegarden.
Jakob Schmiedegaard Andersen.
Andreasen.
Yeah. Sorry.
He is a legend. A Danish legend.
He's Danish.
Actually, his father is a Danish legend.
He's one of the best
biggest
drummers in Denmark.
Best drummers, if not the world.
I don't know. Maybe there's only a few, but.
No, I've seen pictures and he plays the whole population of Denmark.
Where did you find this guy? It sounds like a right find.
I actually was watching a band called Le Shark, who are good friends of ours, and he was playing percussion for them, and I just kind of I felt an instant like attraction to him in a kind of percussive and rhythmic way. I felt like his rhythm could help me find rhythm in my own life.
Really?
And so I accosted him, and now he's in the band.
And he does a very good job of giving you rhythm.
He didn't even realise I'd spiked his drink either.
Yeah, he's still fucking with us. Still spiked.
Well, I was going to talk about your album that's coming out in September, but I've just been informed it's coming out in January now.
Yes, yeah, that's correct. Absolutely. We had a bit of a...
Well, it's not quite finished yet. It still needs to be mastered. We still need to decide the track listing exactly. So it's been a pretty long process, but
we've got too many songs as well. We've
got quality control problems.
Yeah, we're all trying to pick a song to take off it.
Yeah.
What are you up to right now? How many songs have you got on the board?
We've already dropped a couple off it,
So
now
14.
we've got 12, and we're going to drop one of those probably. So yeah.
I mean, 12's like a good number. I think like 10 is always the ideal number, isn't it? Between like 9 and like 12.
Thank you. You're on my side. You're on my side.
You're not on my side, so that's a problem. But,
so I look after you, man.
So I'm leaving.
I'm between you and him. That's quite well positioned. We do care about him. We spend a lot of time thinking about the fact this is our debut album, and we're concentrating a lot. But you need to.
You need to get it out there and move on.
You
really.
need to play, don't you? You need to play music, not get up in the politics.
It's definitely been more frustrating for us not putting it out earlier than it has been for people who've wanted it to be out early. So, and I think hopefully.
But it's the right decision, really. January's the right. Also, like. Well, I'm not going to say what I was going to say. The other reason why we weren't going to release in September.
Yeah, don't say
just well, it's a debut album.
Dave has a phobia of September. That's just,
Fuck that! I hate this place. September, get me out. I can't wait till October. No, there's January's a good time for a debut album. I think the label know what they're doing, and we don't. We've never done this. So September, there's a lot of good established bands, XX, Cat Power and Yeser, and all these bands bringing out their albums that I love, and I understand why we shouldn't just peek in and
in a way we kind of want to spend more time listening to those albums than we would on promoting ours, so it's actually quite nice for us.
I was quite surprised about the delay, because I first heard you guys in 2010 December with Big Things. I think by that point you even had a video for it as well. The video, I found it on Enemy Radar, and then obviously it got picked up by the Ford advert. Is it the Ford? Yeah. That's massive. That advert was plugged so much.
We've been on tour, and everywhere we've been around England, people have asked us if we played a cover because they recognise the song.
The song's more famous than we are.
Yeah, they recognise the song.
Quite funny. You can always see people like perking up when they hear that one, and that will all come about when more stuff gets released, and it shouldn't be a problem in the.
That's a fantastic opening, because I remember who had the Virgin Mobile Bohemian Like You, Dandy Warhols. That was a huge thing for them to that song got massive from that.
I think it's got bigger than them.
And that song is so well known. I mean, that's a huge opening for you guys. Did the label get that for you, or did you approach the band?
Funnily enough, it was before we'd signed either a publishing or a record deal.
Yeah, you signed to Moshi Moshi, aren't you now?
Now signed to Moshi Moshi and Co-op, and we were actually being taken out for dinner by a different publisher who kind of wanted to sign us at the time, and actually the person who was making the advert was sitting at the next table, and they just overheard us talking about us, and for some strange reason they decided to look us up and found that song and stuck it on there. And
that's fantastic.
They took off another song and put it on, and there's still, you can find on YouTube the original Ford advert with the original song on it, and I'm not going to say is it a good thing if I don't know.
It's good for you guys.
Well, it's very good for us.
I think it's always you should always be cautious with that kind of thing. It's not something you want to make a habit out of. I don't think.
Yeah.
But when
nice little booster, isn't it? Really.
When you think, when you're unsigned and you think about how much time and effort you're kind of putting into writing a track and recording it and mixing it and mastering it and getting it mixed again because you don't like the first mix. And then trying to, and all of this kind of crap, you kind of just want, if you get an opportunity for a huge amount of people to listen to it, then it's sensible to take it.
We were pretty frugal. We used all the money that we got for it to record an album to further what we were doing.
That's a good move, that really.
Well, that's what you should do. I mean, it's kind of that horrible thing of like adverts. You know what I mean? I respect MC Aid fucking so much. Love the Beastie Boys, and I love what he put in his will. And like, you'll never ever use my songs for adverts. But like for us, I kick myself. But it's like you do need it in this day and age because it's one of the only ways of making money syncing nowadays. You don't.
If it's available, why not take it?
And with all this kind of thing for when you're starting out, you need it for momentum. So
I think attitudes have changed towards it.
I think
I don't think people are
definitely.
as anti-syncing as they once were.
And you don't want to be like pinned down to that one song, do you really?
Well, that's because there's so much less money in the music industry now that it's kind of forgivable.